Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome into the Rockstarflipper YouTube channel. Really weird. I know it's Monday night. It's only 7 o'clock, a little after 7 o'clock, but I had to address this because this thread blew up in one of my Facebook groups today, and I want to get some opinions, and I want to express my opinion without getting completely attacked because I feel like some people are going to think that way immediately, but for the love of God, listen to everything I have to say. If you're in the chat, hold off on the comments until I'm finished 100% presenting my case to you. And then I want your honest opinions either in the chat over there, or if you're coming back watching this and it's not live, leave it in the comment section below as always. And please understand that this is not meant disrespectfully towards anybody or anything. This is simply an opinion and then a fact. After the matter, I'm going to leave it as a fact. So, what am I going to talk about? It is children having access to your mobile devices and purchasing items on eBay, Amazon, Etsy, Poshmark, ABC.com, whatever it is that they purchase inside of iTunes or Google Play apps or all of that kind of stuff. We all know about it. So let me give you the background on the story, and I'm not going to mention any names. If you're in the chat and you know who I'm talking about or you know the thread, please don't mention any names. I'm not here to shame anybody. I just want to bring up this as a topic, and I want to get an overall consensus and opinion. I want you to keep it respectful in your comments and in the chat. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, but I am going to base this on a lot of facts. So I thought I saw Wade's Ventures over there. Yeah, Wade's in the chat. What's up, Wade? So here's what happened. Here's the backstory. So somebody posted that they had a child who went on to eBay and purchased. They were in possession of their phone. You give your kid your phone to let them play games to keep them happy. And they went through the phone and they went to eBay and they made a purchase of an item. It was actually ended up being an expensive item. It doesn't matter if it was expensive or cheap. This happened to be like a several $1,000 item. Irregardless, I know that's not a word, but whether it was $4 or $40 or $4,000, here is what I wanted to say about this. So there's no arguing that children of young ages, 6, 7, 8, I believe this was like a 7 or 8 year old, I don't recall, are able to take phones and make purchases. There's no doubt about it. They click through all this stuff, they go crazy, and it happens. Sometimes on accident, sometimes on a curious child, what have you. And yeah, I get it. Kids are super smart and intelligent with this, and it's bound to happen over and over and over again. Even good parenting, teaching kids not to do it, the kids shouldn't do it. If they're old enough to understand, old enough to get through that, they should not make purchases without their parents' approval. But it happens. We know it happens, and there's no 100% control to it. With that being said, it is in my opinion that if you're going to give a child your phone or a device or an iPad or whatever it is, you have two options as a good parent, knowing that children are smart enough to click through these phones. Either A, do not give them your device. Give them a device like an iPod Touch that doesn't have eBay, Amazon, Posh, PayPal, whatever, downloaded on the app. Don't give them a phone that have those abilities on it. Or if you're insistent on giving them your device because you're out in the store and you got to keep them happy or in the car, you better not have your passwords in there. You better not have that one-click buying, or you better log out and delete everything every time you hand it to them and then log back in when they give it back to you. Does that sound like an annoying set of situations? Absolutely. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's your fault if they go on and buy an item that has to get canceled. Is it that big of a deal for a seller to cancel an item? No, a seller can go in and cancel the item and it costs them 10 cents to relist it. So you did cost the seller 10 cents or 20 cents or whatever to relist an item. You also potentially cost them watchers. You cost them follows. You cost them views on that item. Perhaps your child bought that $4,000 item at noon and you didn't realize it for 4 or 5 hours, or it didn't get canceled for 4 or 5 hours. The seller then relists it and missed out on someone else who bought the item and would have paid for it. You lost a sale because of it. So yes, you are costing the seller something. And let me tell you something else. Some sellers are not nice enough to cancel sales. They're going to hit you with that unpaid item case. They're going to open the unpaid item case. You're going to get a ding for an unpaid item. And when your child decides to do that 3 times, your account is going to be suspended. eBay has 3 limits, 3 unpaid item strikes, and I believe it's 90 days. Someone might want to correct me on that. It might be 60, I'm not sure. But at 3 item strikes or unpaid item strikes, your account's gone. And then you're going to wish you had stopped your child from making purchases on your phone. Because guess what? When you're a seller who depends on the eBay income and you allow your child to do things that they shouldn't be doing, whether it's your fault or not, it's your fault. You lose your seller account. I'm going to get the email asking, hey, Rockstar, how do I get my account reinstated? My child insisted on buying things and got my account suspended. What do I do? And I'm going to respond and say, here's the video I made about this. eBay's not going to reinstate you. Good luck. Now I'm going to catch a bunch of hate. So feel free. Again, this isn't directed towards anyone. It's just simply good parenting and responsibilities. Children are smart. They get into things. They know what they're doing. And you've got to take every step necessary to prevent it. So let's turn it over to the chat. I haven't looked at the chat yet, so now I'm going to look through it. And let's see what everyone has to say. God, I don't even want to know what this is all, the chat's going to be saying. But Brian says this is why he keeps his kids locked in a trunk in the basement. That's hilarious. Golden Finger Picker, what's up? I'm just saying a quick hi. Terry, how you doing? Caddo Creek's in the house. Like buttons, yeah. Wow. Okay, so you guys are open to the chat. Yeah, the parents are ultimately responsible. And we have all experienced it. I'm sure there isn't a person in this chat that hasn't got that message. Oops, sorry, my kid bought so-and-so, please cancel. And I get it. Kids get it. And I've always canceled. I never punish the parents unless it's obvious, like doing the unpaid item strike. But you can't guarantee that because there are some sellers that will not cancel that order. They're going to hit you with an unpaid item. And if your child does that 3 times is not a lot. I mean, a kid could do it twice in one day, right? So ultimately, you could lose your account. You have to keep this in the back of your mind. I have sympathy for people whose kids go out and do this. And I'm talking about an item that didn't ship to you. This item not shipped. We're just talking about buying the item and just having to cancel the order. It never shipped out. If it gets to the point of shipping to you, now you've cost that seller return shipping. You've cost the USPS. So there's other facets to this story and situation that could be even worse. I'm just simply talking about buying the item and then it never actually gets out to you. So anyways, yeah, so PayPal keeps the 30 cents. Yeah, Paul DeLeo just put out another one. I forgot about that. The 30-cent transaction is absolutely kept. Helen Reed, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that. And I don't want anyone to unsubscribe or hate on me for this. I'm just trying to give you guys a big grand view, the big picture. Nobody's attacking you because your kids bought something. It happens. We get it. The thing is, you've got to be responsible and you've got to stop them because there's so many other sides of this story. And if you flip the script and you're the seller, you know how annoying it is and how, discouraging it is to see that you sold a $100 camera and now all of a sudden it's canceled and you've got to relist it. And yeah, it's only a couple minutes of your time, but a couple minutes of your time is a couple minutes of time, and 30 cents to PayPal and 10 cents to eBay and then the potential loss of watchers or whatever it's all adds up, guys. And if every one of these people that allows their kids to do this times thousands of kids a day, times millions of times a year, this stuff adds up. So anyways, oh yeah, the 80,000 subscriber count. Yeah, I'm only 12 from 80,000. I just noticed. Thank you guys. 79988. 12 more subscribers to get to 80,000. If you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Appreciate that. Yeah, so there was a thread in Facebook, and again, I'm not calling anyone out or naming names. I don't publicly shame people, so please don't either. And don't attack anyone that you see in the threads. I tried to make the point to these people that they're responsible for their kids, and shit does happen. Excuse me, PayPal or YouTube, don't kick the video off, but it happens. We all get it. We all understand, but it's up to you, one, to stop it, and two, just because it happened doesn't make it okay. You don't explain it away and just say, oh, no big deal. It is a big deal, guys. It is. It really is. And that's all I needed to say. Real Gaming, thanks for the subscription. Appreciate that. Hey, TD Paul and Granite State. Transparency. If you guys haven't checked out those YouTube channels, please do click on those. My mom made the mistake of giving our 12-year-old who has special needs her credit card while on a cruise to go to the ship store for her for that. I think it's batteries. 4 hours later, he showed back up. He had gone to the video arcade and spent $145 playing video games. Yeah, children are smart, especially 12-year-olds. I don't care if they're special needs, autistic, or otherwise. Kids are smart, all of them. And so that was part of the thread, too, that it was an autistic child, which is perfectly fine because you know what? They can be special needs, autistic, all they want. They're still very, very intelligent. Very. I know plenty of children with learning disabilities and autism and things that are ridiculously intelligent. So don't put it past them either. You know, any kid. This goes for any child or anybody for that matter. Yeah, so I sold a $350 guitar. They refused the package. They only got partial refund, lost the shipping. Yeah, I mean, if you're not letting your kids, you know, or keeping an eye on your kids, it could end up that the package got shipped to you, and you could be out return shipping or things of that nature. Walls of Jericho. I love the name. I love that name. Thank you for the subscription. Appreciate that, guys. Granite State is watching me on the plane. That's awesome. Where are you headed to? Where are you headed? It's got to be Cali. Or no, you're headed back home to the East Coast, aren't you? You're from New Hampshire or Vermont. New Hampshire, I think. Are you headed back here to the east? Up to the snow. No. Bathrobe Investor, thank you. I love that name. Love it. Greg, oh Lord. I'm not going to say that because YouTube definitely will boot the account off. I think there should be an automatic fee that eBay takes out for a seller when this happens. Tracy, I don't know about that. The only thing with an automatic fee would be that there'd be no way to prove it. And then sellers, buyers would be trying to manipulate that a lot to get out of it or get into it. So, hey, Keith, what's up? Got to get the laundry done. Yes, sir. Tell Star I said thank you for that address. I appreciate it. Starting January, my channel will have videos regularly. Terry Berry going to be a regular uploader. Uh-oh. You guys click on her name. She's got the wrench there, the bright blue wrench. Click on her, and you can go right to her YouTube channel. Oh, back to Cali. Okay, gotcha. I don't cancel orders for customers. Yeah, Thrifted Escape. I will simply because I don't want to wait. But there are people that will punish sellers. I've done it, or to buyers. I've punished buyers because it was obvious they were full of it. In those cases, I have. For the most part, I don't, but I should. How about the adults that just outright don't read the listing or size? Yeah, there's a lot of adults that lie about their kids buying stuff just to get out of a purchase that they made that they had buyer's remorse for. God, that happens more than I can even count. Yeah, Jericho's a WWF wrestler, WWE. Spiraled Out 78. I have an autistic child and we keep passwords on everything so he doesn't buy stuff. Yeah, exactly. So here's my thing. On my phone, anytime I go, at least in the App Store, and I know the App Store is one of the big ones that kids spend a lot of money because every one of these stupid games has 99 cents and $2.99, you know, buy an outfit. I was on the phone with Drive Time with Dave earlier and he's like, you know, his daughter's, I think she's 9. His oldest daughter is 9. And she was plays this Barbie game, and Barbie has outfits and jewelry and accessories that are like $3, $4, $5. And she brings the phone to Dad to Drive Time because, you know, hey, Dad, can I get Barbie a new outfit for $5? And he's like, yeah, sure, I'll get you a new outfit. He has to, and just like me, we have to do facial recognition with our iPhones, or, you know, the old ones had the thumb recognition, you know, fingerprints, or in the case that you can't get the facial recognition or the thumbprint, you have to type in your password. And so that's a way to stop it, at least in the App Store. Now, eBay's not, as far as I know, eBay doesn't require that much. If you're already logged in, you can just click buy it now and then go through the process. So that's a little bit, little difference. But the App Store is a big one. I've heard so many stories from the App Store. I had a lady who messaged me one time. Her child had gone into one of the games that he plays and it spent literally, I'm not kidding you guys, like $2,000 on the App Store. They were like $2 purchases, $3 purchases every day for a month, and she didn't know it until she got the bill at the end of the month. It was crazy. So, yeah. Azu Samora says he keeps a zero balance in his bank. That's one way to do it. True Freeman, my son spent $140 on Fortnite without my knowledge. Yeah, see, the in-game app purchases like Fortnite, those are easier to make than an eBay, Amazon purchase. But as my App Store goes, you have to put my face in. Previously, it was my thumbprint, or if that doesn't work, like if I don't get the phone up to my face or I'm like half asleep, like, and it doesn't recognize my face, I have to use my password. I have to type it in. So, Let's send Casey to San Diego. I hear First Amendment audit. I would love to come to San Diego. I'm going to come to San Diego one day. I would love, like, we are trying to go to California in 2019 so bad. We talk about it all the time. So we'll have to see. Yeah, so Fortnite is seeming, Landshark Picker had the same thing. It seems to be a huge issue with Fortnite in particular. Kids are spending a ridiculous amount of money on Fortnite. So I understand that completely. David Thomas, first time live. Thank you for joining me. So I just wanted to put it out there. And just get opinions in the comment section later. This is in no way meant to shame anyone or attack anyone or not understand kids, because I'm probably the one that doesn't understand them the most. But I get it. They get into stuff. They do stuff. Man, I've given my phone to grown adults who click on crap they're not supposed to click on. So I can understand that kids do it. And so anyways, I just wanted you guys to hear that. Please do everything you can. Set passwords. Set facial recognition. Set thumbprint, set whatever Google and Android allow you to set to prevent your children or perhaps your significant others from buying stuff on your account. Just kidding about the last part, but you know, it really does harm sellers. It's bad for the market. It costs money. It costs time. It costs relist. It costs PayPal. And it could cost us sales to people that were genuinely interested in the item that can no longer buy it. God, there's so many things that it could cost. So just don't let them do it, please. That's all. Terry, do I have any black and gold or all gold ties? Yes, I do. Message me after the live show, and I will send you some pictures of the ones. I have a couple. I have the one from last year's All That Glitters is Gold New Year's party, the black and gold one that I wore to New Year's, so you might want that one. I'll message you, though. And, yeah, so there are people that definitely buy things as grown adults and have buyer's remorse, and then try to use their kids as a get out of jail free card to cancel stuff. I don't think they realize that you can just cancel things on eBay without having to actually have a reason other than, hey, I don't want this anymore. They think they have to have some legitimate reason. People are still stuck in eBay 2 years ago. So, yeah, you know, they try to use their kid. Hey, my kid made this purchase. They don't even have kids sometimes. So that happens. Parents are the ones that need to suck it up, not the sellers. The kids aren't yours. Yeah, absolutely. So I've almost made accidental purchase on Poshmark just by fumbling with my phone, but never eBay. Trying to think about when I bought on Poshmark. Yeah, I guess buying on Poshmark is a little easier. Brian Parrish, comment of the night. He says he never gets kids or drunk people accidentally sending him money rather than asking for the cancel or the money back. Good comment. That's true. If y'all could get drunk or send your kids to my store and just, or my PayPal, and have them just send money accidentally, that'd be great. That'd be awesome if we could do that. Granite State, her kid is an excuse for everything. That's about right. Some people do it. Yeah, so Heather Gifford says that's the point. Not sure. So some people don't understand how it's possible that a 7 or 8 or 9-year-old can buy things. So remember, Amazon has one-click purchasing. If you set that up on your phone, basically your phone's going to have the credit card information or Apple Pay or whatever you have as your payment, your wallet as your payment source. And so when you go to Amazon as one-click purchase, it's literally after you select the item and get it in the cart, it's one click. Your shipping information, your credit card information are already saved. You just press to confirm and the order's done. So I bought something on eBay. I think I bought it Wednesday or Thursday. And yeah, I must have bought it Thursday. And I went in, and after finding the item and selecting it, literally it was only 3 clicks start to finish. So click 1 was to press buy it now. Click 2 was which address did I want it shipped to, because I have a couple addresses on there. And so I selected that second address. And the third one was confirm your payment, which my PayPal is saved on my phone. Now, I don't have kids that are on my phone. No one gets on my phone except Kate. So I'm not worried about anyone spending any money, unless, of course, my phone got stolen, but it's locked. So Naruto Ghost 1, thank you for the subscription. So the third button was just to confirm that I wanted to use PayPal rather than switching to like PayPal credit or bank account or whatever. And so when I hit that third button to confirm my PayPal, it was done. It said order done. So it was select the item and buy it now. Select address, select payment, boom. And literally the buttons were just click, click, click. So for me to think that a 9-year-old child can do it, absolutely. There's no doubt about that. And that's why you have to be careful. So anyways, Trey says he blames me for everything. Yeah, a lot of people do. Yeah, 7 to 10-year-olds are super smart. I mean, I have several people around me that have children in the 5 to 10-year-old range. Drive Time with Dave has 2 in that range. He has a 9-year-old and a 7-year-old and a 4-year-old. Our friends down the road have a 4-year-old. She's starting to get really smart. Kate's family has several, 7, 8, 9, whatever year olds there are. We have a friend that lives locally whose daughter is 6, I think, or going on 7. So we have a lot of those in our general vicinity that we see it. Tanya hit the nail on the head. Log out of anything that could make purchases before you give your kid your phone. If it's a big pain in the butt, then that's just what you have to absorb. Otherwise, buy them their own iPod Touch. You don't have to buy them $1,000 iPhone X. You can buy them. Go on eBay and buy. There's like $75 iPod Touch 5th generations that will connect to Wi-Fi. Download them, their YouTube and their music and their games, and don't give them away to pay for in-app purchases through logged in iTunes accounts. Leave it out to where they have to log in and password it, and you'll never have to worry about this stuff. So that's what my advice to you guys are. Yeah, Joni, cell phones are not toys. That's right. Cell phones are this day and age. These are mini computers. These are business tools. If you're an eBay seller or even a regular eBay user, this is a business tool. This is a computer. This does everything that the entire world couldn't even do just 10 years ago. This one little handheld device can do. And I get it. Kids go screaming through the store. They need a game to play. And that's great. Get them an iPod. Don't give them your $1,000 iPhone X. Not to mention, Jesus, how many people I know walking around with shattered iPhone X's because they cost $400 to fix and their kid dropped it. William, Howard, and Pierce, thank you both for the subscriptions. I appreciate that. Anyways, that is my little update for you guys today. I appreciate you watching. Thank you. Leave the comments if you're not watching live. If it's not 7:30 on Monday night, this is no longer live. 7:35. Pierce Kong, thank you. And leave it down below. I'm just interested to see what everyone thinks, everyone's opinions. And again, don't attack anyone. Don't go after anyone. Be respectful. And hopefully we have a great conversation in the comment threads. I'm going to get back to work. I just wanted to do this little public service announcement to you guys and give you my opinion because I know a ton of people chimed in on it on Facebook. So thanks, guys, so much as always for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We should be at 80,000 pretty soon. That live subscriber update that you see up in the corner there, that takes a minute to update after I log out. So hopefully we'll be at 80,000. Otherwise, we'll get there later tonight. Thanks, guys, as always. I'll see you next time. Good night.